Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking exfoliants and I have a lot of lovely options here that I want to share with you, especially if you have something specific in mind. Now, I will get into what I mean in just a minute because of course, as you know, there are so many exfoliants on the market, physical, and of course chemical. But I am focusing more on chemical because physical formulations can be a little bit irritating to the skin, and I really truly haven't found one that I absolutely love. So my main focus is chemical exfoliation, and I do have several different chemical ingredients that I like to use depending on what my skin is like at that time. So of course we all have different skin types, and based on skin types there are specific chemical exfoliants that are suited for, let's say, dry skin, or someone that is acne prone, or someone that has normal skin. And I will get into all of that in today's video. Plus I'm going to be sharing some great formulations that I love using on my combination skin. I am acne prone, but also my skin can be a little irritated at times. So my skin can be a little bit of everything, which is why I like to have options in my collection depending on what my skin is like at that time. So let's talk chemical exfoliants. Everything that I'm sharing today will be linked below for you for your reference, including discount codes and related videos. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell, as I would love to have you all here long term. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as well, as it really does help to support my channel. Alright, so in this video I'm going to be sharing chemical exfoliants that have hybrid formulations, meaning that they contain more than just one chemical exfoliant. And I love using hybrid formulations because depending on what my skin is like at that time or what my skin concerns are, sometimes going with a hybrid formulation that contains multiple AHAs or just one AHA and one BHA can be very beneficial, especially depending on what your skin type is and what your skin is going through at that time. So I'm going to start the video off by talking about what chemical exfoliant is best suited for each skin type. That way you know which one is best to use if you just want to use one chemical exfoliant. And I will leave some options below for you for your reference for each skin type. But let's say you're dry, but you also have sensitive skin, then there's a great hybrid formulation in today's video that you could use instead of just using that one chemical exfoliant that can target those two skin types, if you know what I mean. So that is how I'm going to structure today's video. So of course, let's start with skin types and what chemical exfoliant is best for each. So chemical exfoliation, whether it's an AHA, alpha hydroxy acid, a BHA, beta hydroxy acid, or a PHA, polyhydroxy acid. There are different types. I will go through that in just a minute, but using any one of these on a weekly basis is really important to remove surface flakiness. It can also help to stimulate new collagen, help with cell turnover, improve texture, tone, and also chemical exfoliants can be great to soften fine lines and wrinkles as well. So there are many benefits to using chemical exfoliation, and in my opinion, I think it's really important to use at least once or twice a week. But if you want to use it more than that and your skin is okay and you're seeing great results without irritation or dryness, then you do what is best for you. Honestly, there are people that like to exfoliate every day, and that's okay. But for me personally, there are so many other things that I like using through the week where I don't have room to have it in my routine every day, so I do pick 1 or 2 days out of my week just to exfoliate my skin. And my skin always responds really well when I do that. So if you have normal skin, glycolic acid is one of the best AHAs to use. This has a smaller molecule, which means that once you apply it to your skin, it penetrates into your skin almost immediately, and it starts working pretty much right away. So this can be a very irritating AHA to use, especially if you're someone with sensitive skin or even dry skin. Now I have combination skin. Sometimes my skin can be a little sensitive to glycolic acid depending on the percentage, right? There are so many different strengths of glycolic, and there are many different strengths of the remaining chemical exfoliants that I'm going to be mentioning in this video as well. So it just depends on what you're looking for, how sensitive your skin is. But glycolic acid does a really good job to stimulate new collagen. It can help to soften fine lines and also help with that brighter complexion and removing surface dead skin. So if you have normal skin, even normal to oily, then glycolic acid is a lovely chemical exfoliant to go with. And of course, like I said, I will leave some options below for you. If you have dry skin, lactic acid is a great AHA to go with because this has a little bit of a larger molecule to it. So it's not as small as glycolic. So this is going to penetrate a little bit slower into the skin, meaning it's going to be more gentle than glycolic acid. And of course, with lactic, there are different percentages. As most of you know, The Ordinary offers a 5% lactic acid and a 10. I love the 10%. Lactic acid is one of my go-to chemical exfoliants because my skin can be dry sometimes. It can be flaky and it can have that tight feel to the skin as well, especially more so come the winter months. Now, not only does lactic acid help to exfoliate, improve brightness, and help with that uneven skin tone, but there are humectant properties to lactic acid as well, which means that it can be quite hydrating for those that have drier skin types. So lactic acid honestly is one of the best for those that have dry skin. Now, if you have oily, acne-prone skin, salicylic acid is truly one of the best. This is also known as BHA, beta hydroxy acid. And usually you can find a 2% strength. Sometimes you can find a 1% or less than 1%, but 2% seems to be the most common. Now, salicylic acid actually cleans out and exfoliates the inside walls of the pores, bringing up any dirt, oil, debris that is causing congestion. So with that being said, if you start using salicylic acid and you're noticing that you're breaking out more, it's because the salicylic acid is bringing up all of that surface dead skin, the gunk and dead skin cells that are clogging your pores. It's bringing it up to the surface to clear the pores out, which means you could be experiencing more breakouts during that time, which could last for a few weeks. But once your skin is clear and your pores are nice and clean, then you should have just clear skin. And your skin will also be very soft and smooth as well because salicylic acid can help to really improve texture. And it can be a wonderful ingredient for acne-prone skin, honestly. And I do like to use salicylic acid, but I like to have it in a hybrid formulation, which of course I will share in just a minute. But salicylic acid honestly is really beneficial for those that have oily skin, acne-prone skin. If you're prone to blackheads and sebaceous filaments, use salicylic acid. And if you have sensitive skin, then going with a polyhydroxy acid, also known as PHA, would be the best route to go because these contain a larger molecule, even larger than lactic acid. So this is going to penetrate even slower into the skin. It will have that slower delivery system before it starts the exfoliation process, which means it's going to be super gentle. And I love PHAs. Sometimes if my skin is dry and flaky, but my skin, let's say, is a little compromised, then I like going with a PHA or even Mandelic acid, which is still a part of the AHA family, but it also has a large molecule to it as well where it penetrates slower into the skin. And there is a lovely Mandelic acid from The Ordinary, which I will leave below for you, that I do like to use occasionally. But if you want something even larger, then go with polyhydroxy acids. And these honestly can be fabulous for those that have sensitive skin. But let's say you're just starting off with a chemical exfoliant and you're a little bit unsure on how your skin is going to react to an exfoliant, then start with a PHA, see how your skin does with that, and then maybe move up to something that is more suited for your skin type, and then start slow and gradually increase your usage from there. So it's a nice starter point, but it's also a great chemical exfoliant for sensitive skin. All right, so let's move on to the hybrid formulations that I absolutely love. So the first one is by Cerave. This is the Skin Renewing Nightly Exfoliating Treatment. So this contains a 5% AHA. So this has a blend of glycolic and lactic acid. This also has ceramides to strengthen your skin barrier, and it also contains hyaluronic acid. So this is a serum. So you would want to use this after cleansing, but before your moisturizer. Now this is a product that could be a little irritating for some. So again, start slow. Start with 1 or 2 nights per week. If that's all you want to do, then great. That's all I do. But it is a nightly treatment, and the brand says you can use this every day, but start slow and gradually increase just to see how your skin adjusts to the product, because we all react differently to chemical exfoliants. And I know this is only at a 5%, but it doesn't matter. For some of us, that might be too much. So it's always best to start slow, gradually increase. You know, patch testing on your inner wrist is always a great thing to do with any new skincare product that you plan on using. I usually forget to do that, but it's nice to do that if you can remember. But I really like this. I feel like it's very hydrating. It feels very comfortable on the skin. I don't experience anything out of the ordinary, no irritation, no nothing. It pairs up nicely with other hydrating serums. So I would use this as one of your last serums in your skincare routine, but before your moisturizer. It does have a little bit of a milky consistency, like a little bit thicker than a water-based serum, but you don't have to pair anything with this. You could just cleanse your skin and put this on and that's it. Or you could put a moisturizer on top of this, which I would suggest just to keep your skin well moisturized, especially if you're new to the product. But I love a good drugstore moment, and this really is lovely. Another great option if you're looking for a blend of glycolic and lactic acid is using the Facial Radiance Pads by First Aid Beauty. Now this is a pad that you just sweep across your skin a few times. You can bring this down your neck and your chest if your skin will allow you to. Of course, our neck can be a very sensitive area, so always be cautious when you're using AHAs on the neck and the chest area. But I do like to bring this down this area and treat everything at the same time. And this would be the very first product that you would use after cleansing your skin. So use this before a toner, your essence, and before your serums and moisturizer. And you don't have to really worry about having that extra product on your skin, because it's just a pad that is damp and it just absorbs into the skin so nicely. So if you're someone that doesn't like to layer too many products in your skincare routine where your skin feels a little heavy, then this would be a really great option. And I love these so much. They're really effective. I get this instant brightness to my skin, and I don't experience irritation with this one either. They do say it's great for sensitive skin, but remember, if you have sensitive skin, glycolic and lactic can be a little sensitizing. So just be careful. Again, start slow, gradually increase. You can use this in your morning or in your evening once a day. I wouldn't use this twice a day, and once or twice a week can honestly be sufficient enough as well. It just depends on what you want to do. They are fragrance free, and I just really love them. They're just so easy and quick to use. Now, if your skin is dry, but let's say you have sensitive skin as well, or you have a compromised skin barrier, then you may want to look into this product. So this is the Paula's Choice 6% Mandelic acid plus 2% lactic acid liquid exfoliant. So this has a blend of 8% AHA. And this is what I go with when my skin is dry and flaky, but it's also sensitive. My skin is a little bit compromised. This is the one I am going with. And this always does an excellent job to remove flakiness, keeping my skin comfortable. It doesn't feel overly exfoliated where I have that tingling sensation to my skin. I don't experience that with this at all. In my opinion, this is very, very gentle because of that 6% mandelic acid, but then of course there's only that 2% lactic acid in here. And the combination just pairs so nicely together when your skin is dry and it's irritated at the same time. I love this. So it's a toner. So of course you can put some into the palm of your hand and apply it to your skin that way, or of course you can just put some on a cotton ball or a cotton round and then of course apply that before your serums and so on. This can be used daily, or again, just once or twice a week, but it's very gentle. Like I said, it can really help to soften fine lines if you were someone that was very consistent with this, and it does help to give that brighter complexion and more of that even skin tone in time as well. So love this. I did review this back at the beginning of 24, so if you want to check out that video, I will leave that video below for you. The next product is by Drunk Elephant, and this is the TLC Babyfacial. So this is more for those that have normal, oily, acne prone skin. If you have sensitive skin or dry skin, it might be a little too powerful for you, especially if you have sensitive skin. So this has a 25% AHA concentration. So this contains both glycolic, lactic, citric, and tartaric acid. But it also has that 2% salicylic acid in here, which again is great for those that have acne prone skin, blackheads, texture, and so on. Now this is a mask that you leave on for about 20 minutes, but you can leave it on for 10 minutes if you're new to this, or even 5 minutes. Maybe start with something like that first, see how your skin does, and then the next time that you use it, you can go more for that 20-minute mark, basically. This is a once a week treatment. They don't recommend using this any more than that, and you could possibly have a tingling sensation when you're using this. I definitely did. So when this was on, I had a little bit of that tingling sensation for the first couple of minutes, but then it did subside, and then I didn't feel anything after that. And then you go and rinse your face off when you're ready to do that, and your skin just looks so glowy and bright. You really do see this instant result with your skin in terms of the brightness, but you also get this really nice soft and smooth feel to your skin as well. So if you're consistent with this and you use this once a week, you will see a big difference with your skin, especially the tone and just the texture of it. So I love this. It may not be for everyone, but it really is beneficial. There's other ingredients in here as well to help calm the skin and keep it nice and moisturized. But remember, it's a wash off mask. So they say to apply a few pumps of this into the palm of your hand, warm it up a little bit, and then spread it evenly across your face. Leave it on for 20 minutes or less, rinse off, and then go in with your skincare routine after that. Now, I should have mentioned at the beginning of the video that when you're using products like this, you don't want to be using this with tretinoin, with retinol, with vitamin C, because it could be harsh pairings that could lead to further dryness and irritation. So to prevent that at all costs, just use this as the main treatment. And then of course, if you want to use hydrating, repairing products afterwards, then go for it. I encourage you to do that, and I do this all the time just to keep my skin well moisturized and well repaired. But using this once a week, I'm telling you, can make a huge difference with texture and tone. And the last product that I'm going to be sharing in this video is by Dr. Dennis Gross, and I have the Alpha Beta Universal Daily Peel, but I also have the Alpha Beta Ultra Gentle Daily Peel. So I have both depending on what my skin is like. So if you have sensitive skin, start with the Ultra Gentle and see how you do. The ingredients here are a little different from the Universal. There's chamomile in here, and there's a lot of other calming and soothing ingredients to help accommodate those that have sensitive skin. There's also 3 AHAs in this one, which is all in the first peel. And the second treatment is basically a neutralizer. So it's going to bring your skin's pH back to where it should be. Plus it's got additional anti-aging and soothing ingredients. When my skin is compromised or it's super dry and tight, I will use this one. But I mainly stick with the Universal because it's in between the Gentle and the Extra Strength. I actually don't have an extra strength to show you in today's video, as it's been a while since I've used it, but it really is quite powerful. So if you have normal to oily skin and your skin can tolerate a lot in terms of actives and not having an issue with dryness and irritation, then maybe you might want to try the Extra Strength. But this is a nice one because it's in between both. And there are 4 AHAs here. So there's glycolic, lactic, citric, and malic acid. And then it has that salicylic acid, that BHA. And then in this one here, there's a retinol, there's antioxidants, and a lot of other great anti-aging ingredients, but also common ingredients as well, like green tea, to really calm the skin barrier. And with these pads, you really do see instant results. Your skin is immediately brighter, it's softer, it looks more rejuvenated. And of course, with consistency, these can really help to soften fine lines, improve that uneven skin tone, but it can also help to stimulate new collagen as well. So if you love Dr. Dennis Gross, you love the idea with the treatment pad, but then we have the neutralizer pad that also contains anti-aging ingredients, then I think you will really enjoy these. These are meant to be used every day, but again, I only use this maybe once or twice a week. Also, don't forget to apply your sunscreen on an everyday basis and reapply several times a day, especially if you're outside, because glycolic, lactic, and salicylic acid specifically can really make your skin more sensitive to the sun. So make sure that you're wearing sunscreen no matter what. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful, and these are truly some lovely hybrid formulations that can target multiple skin types and skin concerns. I will have them all listed below for you for your reference, including related videos as well as discount codes. And if you are looking for a specific single exfoliant like lactic, salicylic, glycolic, then I will leave those options below for you as well if you'd rather go that route instead of a hybrid. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask away in that comment section. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.